There's so many pieces of petrified wood over here, and so many pieces of like random precious gifts from nature, which I don't care that much to research into more to know all the names and like identify them yet, but I'm going to. Look at that petrified wood. It has like, wish I knew what the mineral was called that deposited on that part, deposited itself into the petrified wood. But this is one of my favorite things to do, to appreciate nature, and it's baffling to me that there are so many cool art pieces just like laying here, like nobody ever even notices, because like how are there so many? But since September I've been forcing myself to truly be myself, and you know what, it's good to finally figure out how to like get off on the ill intended judgment from ignorant people, because all they want to do is be divided and conquered and like stay stuck in their little boxes of trauma because working through their shit is like scary or something, but it's really not. This one's weird. I like it. I like to embrace whenever people think there's something wrong with being happy, following your passions, or being a human being. And I like to challenge cultural conditioning, because we've all been culturally conditioned in one way or another. Like, how is thinking out loud crazy? Are you sure it's not just people who are really sick for some reason, don't want you to work through your shit, be yourself, or feel comfortable in the society you live in or something? I'm not gonna multitask too much and like delve deeply into the fundamental basics of good and evil and the reality in which we live right here. But I just want to let you know that God is in your soul, as is God in everything, especially nature. And not so much in people who abuse the name of God by acting like Jesus is a totalitarian bigot, when Jesus actually loves everyone, and like Jesus wouldn't be divided and conquered. He would probably be hanging out with homeless people and addicts and helping them to get back to God, instead of like trying to find any reason he could to just make himself feel better by putting others down. I don't know which one fell out of my hand, and there are just so many fucking cool ones, dude. But I'm gonna go ahead and not overthink things, and allow myself to exist authentically as a human being who actually authentically loves themselves. And was really confused from trauma for a very long time, because this society I live in is really fucking sick. Like, people are so sick and they don't want to admit it because it scares them. And it's like, it's really not scary to work through your shit and like become a better person. Like, part of why I started this channel on YouTube is to hold myself accountable to the things that I knew to be true. Like, trauma had me confused as fuck. Like, how the fuck could my parents do that? How the fuck could the government keep people sick? And like, yada yada yada. But it's not hard to work through your shit and be happy and healthy, because suppressing your trauma puts it into your subconscious brain where it controls you without you even realizing it. And you can't just suppress one emotion and like keep the others, or technically there are only two emotions and all the other emotions stem from them. It's called love and fear. But when you suppress your trauma and deny your ability to just work through it, you suppress everything else, man. Like, if you suppress your fear, you suppress your happiness, your joy, your love. And everything is energy. I'm sick of feeling so much stagnant, hateful energy everywhere around me just because I refuse to be a subservient slave to fear, which is evil and weakness. Because there's nothing wrong with being happy. There's nothing wrong with being healthy and expressing yourself. There's nothing wrong with being a human being. There's nothing wrong with appreciating nature. There's nothing wrong with medicines. There's nothing wrong with precious gifts from nature, aka gemstones and petrified wood being like your favorite thing. And you know, being a little bit obsessed with the good things to keep yourself from being sick as fuck in an unhealthy society. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being human. There is something wrong with abuse, especially unto innocent beings who just care about making the world a better place. And yeah, so follow your passions. God wants you to be able to decipher good from bad from within your soul, so you actually have that ability, and stop allowing the devil to pretend to be God, aka the fucking evil shit that people do nefariously instead of following virtue. Don't allow that to like manipulate you, and don't be a victim to a society that just wants to suppress you and extort you for basic human needs. Figure out at least how to make money from your passions, or how to you know, be happy even though you have to like work for a job that wants to suck your soul out of your body. I could go on and on babbling randomly in a ridiculous fucking manner because people are so afraid to be silly and they're so afraid to laugh at themselves. And like, there are just so many fucking ways that like the society we live in, where I live and probably where you live too, because I'm talking to all the humans on the WWW. So many things that just are fucked up and have been keeping us sick. And it's like, we're here to live and thrive, not fucking follow strife and worship money, but like live life, follow passions, and worship purity. And I'm gonna go ahead and end this video and upload it to the www, because it's 2024 and we're better than this, humanity, and you know that already.